Hey guys, I just want to let you know about a great conversation that I just had with Niko, aka RecklessNiko. This man has been streaming longer than I have known about streaming itself, and we get into a lot of the struggles that he's had and a lot of the ups and downs that we've dealt with as content creators, as well as just talking about how our minds are in the space of streaming and why we do what we do for the reasons we do it. There's no real rhyme or reason to the conversation. We kind of just went on a conversation and made it into a podcast. We recorded the whole thing for you guys. It's about an hour long. I hope you guys really enjoy it, and feel free to drop by my streams. We usually stream anywhere from Saturday to Wednesday. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the start time, although that can change here and there. But please do drop by there. There's a Linktree link in the description with everything for me. And also, if you have the chance and you are looking for a podcast, I know this is a bit early on, but if you're looking for a podcast of your own and you are wondering how to get started, please do reach out to Podcast Bay Productions. They are my do all end all for podcasting. The guy that owns it is a fantastic person, and we only have a few spots left that we can fill. So feel free to drop by I think it's a Linktree link in the description as well. All the links to everything, the links for Niko, the links for me and Podcast Bay are all in the show notes in that description. So feel free to check those out after or right now if you'd like, but feel free to do as you please. And again, enjoy the episode. I had a lot of fun with it. It was definitely heartfelt and much needed conversation. All right. Love you guys, and you guys have a good listen. So Niko, I mean, we were talking, I mean, we've been talking about this recording for a while, and I know you got a bunch of stuff going on that you would like to get to. But one of the things that I want to ask, because this is a huge one for me, you said you've been streaming for about 10 years. What at the end of 10 years has made you want to continue streaming? Because I know that's going to get into a lot of topics with us. And I'm really curious to see what your motivator is in a way to continue doing like streaming and or content creation. Because I know you, most of the time you just do your streaming, which is great. But like, what really motivates you to keep going on that path?
Well, that's a great question, man. And that's going to lead up to a lot of answers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What keeps me going is just, regardless of how many, I'm going to get right to the point, regardless how many viewers I get, if I get one or two, I just love it. I just love interaction. I love I feel like I could be myself and not even get judged. And even though I do get judged, it's just whatever, because this is me.
Yeah.
It feels good. I just like to play and meet different kind of people, even if it's just one viewer. It's just, I like to hear their story and I could tell my story. You know, it's just, I love it.
I love that answer though. I love that answer. Yeah.
Yes. And regardless, and like you say, you know, what keeps me going is it's just that. And I started, you know, with the raw OG Twitch when it was just you know, sitting here, the same thing, no sub. You might get a donation of maybe $1, if that.
I was gonna say it was really before the time of like content creation was a job.
Yes.
It was more of a hobby, and like if people supported you, it was gratefulness. But now it's like so many people, and this is the reason why I'm doing this, is that so many people believe, and I've talked to a lot of people, they're like, man, you just do it for the money. And I'm like, no. Exactly. If I wanted to do it for the money, I would do something else because it would make me so much more. I do this for the passion, and I do this for the community that I've built and the people that I've met. Like you said, learning other people's stories. That's why I do this shit.
And I agree with you 100% on that, Rage. Like I said, let's go back to the beginning. When I started this, I did it because of the passion and the love of just meeting and just going crazy, and then just, it was a hobby, and it was like, oh, let's have some fun. Let's get some people. Let's just make a big joke out of it. moving forward with the sub button drop and affiliated, it's more like I want to make some money. What happened then when the fun stuff and what happened we just get it when you're your friends. I'm not saying that everybody's like that. Please don't get it wrong.
No.
The majority of people think that just coming in is like, hey, let me make $100,000 or $100, and they forget that it I don't know. It's just it don't have to be like that. It's just like I said, it goes to, let me go back to the story. This is what I tell people. If I have done this for money, I'll be in trouble. Okay?
Oh, 100%. I would be in the same boat.
I'll be in trouble.
I'll be real. Lately, I've been doing okay. Like,
okay,
the money comes in, but I've been reinvesting and everything. It's been better, but I have been in the place of like, if I was doing this for money, I should have quit. Because there was no purpose and there was no point of sitting here and like I've seen some of your streams. I mean, you're good at what you do. Like I love your streams but I'll go over and I'm talking. I'm like, how the fuck are there no one here?
Exactly.
Like I don't understand. And then I don't know about recently, but have you noticed your numbers like the past few streams? Like have you I would drop by. I'm like, what the fuck? Niko's got like 11 viewers.
I have, because I don't look at numbers. When I do, I sit here and I close. This is what I learned, because I used to get frustrated. What I do is numbers. I try not to see numbers. I block that off. If you don't say hi to me, I would not know you there.
I do the same thing. I
don't want to see that, because at the end of the day, I don't care. Nobody says that number will either get you hyped up or it won't get you hyped up. You know what I mean? It would just get you down.
I was literally about to say that, because that's the one thing that I had a problem with. Whenever I would see, let's say last night, for instance, my chat didn't stop all night. I could have swore there was like 15 people in there. I averaged 8. If I know
exactly.
And like I've had instances where there's no one talking, but there's like 15 people. The thing is that if I would see that number, my energy level is completely different. I don't feel the same way. So by not seeing it, I have to me, I saw chat going. I'm like, dude, there's like fucking 20 people in here. There's got to be.
Right.
I said, I got to keep the energy going. I don't care if they stop talking. I got to keep this fun for me.
Right. And this is what I do, honestly. I'll just talk, and regardless, I won't see the number until I get an email, into the last thing that I do, and I go to my dashboard and be like, okay, let me see what I did. I'm like, wow, I got 11. Like, okay. Some of them was lurking. Some of them be like, hey, Niko, keep it up. I love it. Okay, thank you. And that's encouragement, because I like that, because I feel like I still got something going, something, even though that sometimes I get up and I feel like, man, why do I keep streaming? Why do I do this? And then I ask myself, it's because I love it. Yeah. It's because the passion, and sometimes it's not about the number, but people get mistracked because of numbers. You know what I mean? Because we all we look at numbers regardless who it is. We
want growth. We want growth.
You want growth.
Numbers is growth. If you don't have numbers, your growth isn't there. So I used to be in that boat where I would sit here and go, okay, well, I've been jumping up and down, screaming, yelling, having fun. People that are in chat are having a blast. Where's the growth? Well, what's going on? Why do I only have 30 views on my stream when I'm like more energetic than people that are sitting there with 20 viewers, 200 views on the stream? And like, it made me really look at it from a different perspective, that the reason why that I don't have those numbers is because I haven't run into those people yet.
Right.
Those people haven't come across my stream because they're too busy doing other stuff with their life. And that makes sense.
It does make sense. And it's so hard because, like I said, you go with numbers. For example, I mean, you could go and you could rate anybody, they will show you love. And at the end of the day, regardless if it's your community, my community, they will show you love. But remember, they're still yours. They will still go to your channel. They will still go, if you press that button live, and they'll see me. They might stop by. They might say hi. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've seen it because I've been doing it for 9 years. They'll still support you.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this, that, and let me go back a little bit. Quad, I love Quad, man. That man is the most generous, for me, in my eyes, that I ever seen, and I truly love Quad. Quad gave me a raid of a 12 and 13, and I was like, wow, I feel like I'm in the top of the world right now.
Yeah,
I feel
know.
I was like, oh my God. In the end of the night, I text him and I said, Quad, brother, man, I love you, but thank you. I said, you know what? And this is the honest truth. I said, please don't waste your time on me. Go
that's
get the
bullshit.
14 followers.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No, Quad gave it to, no, leave me. First off, if Quad sends you people, Quad is doing it for a reason.
Yes.
We're not wasting our time on you. We're trying to show people who the fuck you are, because we know that you deserve more.
Right.
I agree, but I know the feeling. I know the feeling, because I'm the same way, man. Quad sends me like a rate of 20, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Send it to somebody else. He's like, nah, man, you deserve it. I'm like, no, I fucking don't. I don't deserve this shit.
And I told him just like this. I said, Quad, take them 14 people and give a rate of a 10 to somebody else. 14, give it to somebody that is like a view of a 10 or 12 that matches your number, and try to get those people and you grow. Show me. I'll be so proud. You know what Quad said to me? Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what to do. I will send you all those views I want.
100%. No, I know. I've had these conversations with Quad.
And he told me.
And I mean, me and Quad have had, like, as of this recording, Quad's episode would have been out for 12 days, and it's already surpassed all the numbers of last month's podcast episode.
That's amazing.
Because he wanted to see it grow just as much as I want it to work.
He is. Yep.
And the thing with Quad that I love so much is that he is the embodiment of networking in my eyes. He 100%. Spends all of his day in streams networking with people that he loves their content. Then they come together into his stream, and then he goes, these guys, people that I talk to the most, I'm going to send all you guys to them, because I know that if you guys like my content, you're going to fucking love these guys. And he basically, he brings everybody in, all these people from all different platforms, and then sends them to the people that, and again, he thinks that deserve it, even though we don't think we deserve it.
Exactly.
He knows better. Quad is like, I don't know, something about Quad that I love so much is that he's no bullshit. He's not. If your content's not good, he's not going to come by your stream. He's not going to support you. I know that, but he's still going to try and do his best.
Right. 100%. Yeah.
And I fucking love that man for it.
Yeah, and I truly respect that for him. I mean, I respect that. Like I say, I respect that man 100%, and the stuff that he does, and the energy and the laughter and the sadness that he brings to the stream. I mean, for me, it's an amazing. It's something that maybe I should learn from him. You know, maybe that's what I need as somebody, just because you've been streaming for 9-10 years, and somebody that just been here for 2 years or 3 years with, you know, whatever number, you know, whatever years he's been. Maybe it's something that I could learn. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe that I don't know. But yet, in my defense, I always had told people, hey, stop in my stream. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Please, I will not take that personal. I just want to learn. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
You know what I found?
And I will learn from it.
You know what I found out? And this comes into that conversation. Nobody will. Even like the only person that I've ever had tell me something that was wrong, and they won't even say it in chat, is Snow. Snow will DM me and go, hey man, just letting you know, like, this is not working. But he won't say it in chat.
Right.
Then he'll say, check your Snapchat or check your Discord DMs.
Right.
But I have had malfunctions of no audio. The other than my mic, like if my mic's not working, people's like, you're fucking muted. Like, I'm mute. But I've had sit through an entire 5-minute intro, 4 or 5 people in chat just going, and then I get in and then they're like, no audio. And I'm like, what do you mean no audio? Right. They're like, you had no audio for the past 5 minutes. And I'm like, guys, there was like music and everything, and you guys weren't saying anything. Like, you're just staring at a blank screen for 5 minutes with no audio. Like, you guys need to tell me this shit. But again, yeah, it comes down to, like, you almost need to have people that will do that for you. It's very hard to find those people that will do it. that'll tell
Yeah.
you your shit when something's wrong.
Right.
And again, yeah, it's just growth is a huge thing, because I find once you get to a certain point, if you don't pivot yourself to accept more growth and change things more, you become at like a roadblock. Because that's what
Exactly.
happened to me. Like, I was
Yeah.
averaging so much, I wasn't going anywhere. I was kind of like at a limbo, and then my viewer dropped because
Mhm.
they saw that it wasn't as entertaining this week as it was last week. So it's
Mhm.
like you constantly almost have to keep changing everything and doing
Yeah.
these special events. And like,
Mhm.
I'm planning, well, by the time this recording comes out, actually, it'll be right near my birthday,
Nice.
because I'm looking at the schedule, and yeah, I believe this will be out on July 1st. So my birthday is
That's
July 6th. My 5-year Twitch affiliate is on July 29th. So I have
holy
2
moly.
events to plan in July, and I've already started planning them as of this recording.
That's amazing.
You have to.
That's amazing.
I have to.
You have to. And that's why, I mean, due to my situation when I moved to South Carolina, I was going to try to do that. I was going to try to do different kind of stuff that I was like, okay, I'm not just going to sit here. And I promised that to myself. I got a book of what the things I want to do and give it a try. Go fishing, do a IRL fishing, go hiking, go walking, go through the little hoods. I call it hoods, but got to the ghetto
Yeah.
and give an interview. Just find somebody and be like, hey, what's up, man? Yo,
Get out
give
of
an
your comfort
interview.
zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get out. And maybe that will hit. Maybe that was people like that IRL stuff and doing certain things and me fishing. I was gonna do that. Like, it'll be not every day, but it'll be like once a week or every other week or something like that. And I'll do a special event that I go outside my comfort zone and drive 20 minutes, do an IRL.
Yeah.
And
Why
go
not?
through the hood and stuff like that. Something different to bring to the table.
And if ever you look at it and you go, I'm scared to do it, this is something that I learned from, because I mean, I edit a bunch of podcasts, so it's like, it's one of those things
Right.
of, I hear so many different things. Right now, my motto that I go by is that I'm better than yesterday, but worse than tomorrow.
Right.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm better than the person I was yesterday, but I know that I'm going to be better tomorrow. So I'm worse than the person I was that I'm going to be. And the other thing that I've learned from one of the episodes that I listened to recently was, if you're scared, you need to do it. That's your body telling you that it has to happen, but you don't know how to handle it. It's your blood pumping. It's the adrenaline. But when you're that far out of your comfort zone, you have to do it, because you never know, you might actually love it, but your body doesn't know how to react to something that's outside of the norm.
Exactly.
So like, for me, like, doing the things that I've been doing lately, the different types of streams and stuff, I'm terrified. I'm not because of, the numbers, but I'm terrified that just the way everything's going to work out, it's going to flop. And I want success. I want to see things grow. It scares the living shit out of me. But when I do it at the end of the night, I feel better.
But even though you even said it right there, even though if it was a flop, right? For example,
you still feel good.
Learn. You could learn from that flop.
Oh yeah, you always learn something new about yourself.
Because regardless of what I do, even good or even bad, it's something you could learn from it. Either you be like, oh my God, this is turned out good, so I'm gonna try this. Or this flop, so I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. So regardless of the situation, it's a flop or it's a hit, you always, it's good for advancement. You know what I mean? It's good for regardless of what you do.
Yeah, 100%. It's really good for the mind.
Yes, sir. So it doesn't really matter. So that's the way I look at Twitch. I've been here for 9.5 years, 10, something like that. And between 9 and 10, I don't even know. That's how long I've been. I'm just keep pushing. And I told myself this, and I keep telling, as long as I have air, oxygen in my lungs, I'm going to do it.
Yes, sir.
Because I love it. I don't make no money out of it. People barely sub to me, maybe a total of 3 subs a month, and that's it. So when people say that I'm out there to make money,
yeah, if you were out there to make money, bro, you'd be gone.
Like people was like, oh, get a job. Well, I do, but I just do it because I love it. So why you got a sub mine? Because they gave it to me. I can't take it away. Even if I do want to take it away, I can't take it away. It's just there.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. And people sub, of course, that bring you excitement. You get happy because every streamer, you get one sub, you get happy because you're like, oh wow, people. For me, people subbing, it show that they really like your stream or they really like something of you. That hey, just keep it up, my man. Here's a little donation. Please don't ever give up. That's the way I take it. Not as a hey, here because you need the money. I don't know.
No, I agree with you.
It's very weird.
I agree with you, and I agree with you even more today than what if we would have had this conversation a week ago. Because, I mean, again, this conversation is mainly for you, but I'm trying to like show examples of what you mean so that other people can understand.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Last night, for instance, I streamed Hogwarts Legacy for the first time.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, listen, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I don't care if nobody shows up. I've been wanting to play this. I got the game gifted to me. I was like, I'm going to play it. I'm going to enjoy it. I know at least that person's going to show up. And halfway through the stream, we got a bunch of people come in that I've never seen before. They all said that they were just looking through. They saw the stream. They saw it looked really good and they dropped the follow. I was like, okay,
nice.
like, I'm like, one guy was like, stream, it looks really good. And I was like, you're talking about the stream. You're not talking about me. and he's like, nah, he's like, your glasses are fucking cool. Everything. I was like, I appreciate that. And one of my followers, which I mean, I consider my followers, a lot of them friends because they, they really do support you. And she's from the UK. So when she was watching, it was like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh shit.
And she literally said in chat, welcome in. Thank you for dropping by one of my favorite streamers. And I went, nah, you're joking. I said, don't even say that to me. Like, I'm so bad at taking compliments. I was like, don't even say that to me. We know it's not fucking true. And then they started dropping subs and bits. And I'm like, guys, you guys need to I was like, I understand what you guys are doing. You're trying to show me that, yes, you do give a shit and shit.
We do give a shit.
But I'm the type of person, I'm like, don't do this. Like, don't be giving me your money. Like, goddamn. Like, I like it. Yeah. It goes into like savings accounts and shits. But I was like, and then I go on this big rant. Like, I got like 15 subs and a bunch of bits. And I was like, listen, guys, I was like, you guys need to understand that, like, you guys make a huge difference. And like, and I mean, this is, projecting towards the next couple of months. Like, if anybody that was in that stream that you remember and you're listening, like,
oh yeah,
they financially set me because the way I've been doing it, and this is how my year's been going. I've been slowly but surely every month putting more and more of my Twitch income into savings. So by the end of the year, 90% of my Twitch income is going to be going into savings.
Right.
And I expect growth between now and then. So for those people, again, that, and I'm going to use air quotations that you guys can't see, that think I'm doing it for the money, I call bullshit, because I'm taking 90% of my income that I'm making by streaming video games and putting it into a savings account in order for me to have a better future and also be able to do the things that I need to do to grow the stream. Exactly. Like, that's the stuff that I've been focusing on. So I've been getting a lot more, and I feel I kind of respect you in a big way, because you have it in a spot where, again, you're really not doing this for money. You're doing it for the enjoyment of it. And I lost that. I lost that for a minute because I was so focused on getting those payouts. And I'm real. I hate to fucking be that person, but I stopped giving a fuck about anything. I just wanted money. I was in a desperate spot in my life. I needed money. I wanted money. I was doing it just for the cash, and I was falling through on promises. So I don't blame the people that left, people that didn't stick around after I made those promises and fucked them over. I don't blame you guys. But yeah, no, I don't break promises no more. This shit is passion now. It's not money. I don't give a shit about the money.
And that's passion. And I wish a Rage, and I get a big lump in my throat, that I wish that people could see that through me, that I'm not here for the money. I wish that I could have friends. I wish I could just stay here. Be like, hey guys, jump in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it hurts.
It's hard. It's hard.
It hurts. That I wish that people could say, wow, Niko be here for 9 years. I've been here for a very long time. And I just want friendship. I don't even want the money. I don't don't give me that. I don't want Biddy. Please keep it. Keep the subs. I'd rather see my chat 2 or 3 people, 5 people saying things, and I'm happy. That will give me the happiness of my life.
Yeah. No, I agree. I 100% agree with that because, and again, it comes down to that you want to see a growth that is very hard to come by. I've realized that trying to find people that don't want to be a viewer and want to be a friend are actually really hard to come by, which is stupid when you think about it. It's really stupid to think that route.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that want to be a viewer, but then when you do things like let people play games with you or do community nights, they don't show. And you're like, I understand people have things going on in their life. And this is, I don't know if you noticed how like I've been like shifting back and forth between shit lately.
Yep.
I'm back to the multiplayer game stuff because I missed streaming multiplayer games. The reason why I stopped was the same reason that you're having. Nobody wanted to fucking play games. I felt broken. I felt like nobody wanted to be my friends. And then I'm gonna be real. I won't mention names.
Right.
Not long after that, I actually had someone unfollow, leave the Discord, and block me on Discord. And then when I reached out to him on Twitch, because I whispers, he told me that he didn't feel like I was being a friend to him because I wouldn't give him the responses he wanted. And I was like, okay, I can see that, but I was like, you got to realize that I have a life, blah, blah, blah. So like, I was in a pretty weird spot when it came to the whole streaming Warzone and stuff, because people would much rather, and I don't blame them. You know, people like Quad can get people to join games every fucking day, all the time,
all day,
every day. But that's just the type of community that Quad built. Exactly. I built a very, very wide ranged variety community that if the wrong people are in chat, I don't have a multiplayer community. So it's like, I had to come to terms with that, which kind of really sucked. And I think what I don't know, it's we're getting into like a situation with the topic that I think if we keep going, we're going to kind of repeat ourselves. But I really feel for what you had to and are going through, because I know it's still a reoccurring thing, and it kind of always will be in some formal way, because I feel like once we achieve something, the achievement isn't enough sometimes. I don't know if you feel the same way on that or not, but sometimes I'll get like that.
The achievement,
like achievement as in like, you know, all of a sudden you're streaming every, like, let's say you stream 3 days a week, and the 3 days a week that you have 10 people in chat going, I want to play, you know, all of a sudden you're like, holy fuck, this feels really good. But now all of a sudden you're like, I want to do a fucking tournament, and nobody shows up, and you're like, well, fuck me then, I guess.
Exactly.
You know, like,
well, I could go back on that. I could go back a little bit back if you allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I first started doing this, I was a really good streamer. I feel like I'm still am. When I was averaging in the beginning, my first, I'll say maybe 6 or 7 months, and you could always ask one of my good friend Panda. He's also a streamer. Been there, done it. He been there. He's seen it with his own eyes. I was averaging 65 to 70.
That's crazy.
Viewers, but that was me playing Black Ops. Okay, Black Ops multiplayer, Black Ops competitive, and I played it and burned out, but keep playing it. I don't know if you know. I'm pretty sure you know who's Tim the Tap Man.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Action Jackson?
No, I don't know him.
Well, that's one of his best friends. He's also a streamer. Tim the Tap Man's friend, his name is Action Jackson, gave me a rate of 230 something views. I still remember like it was now.
Yeah.
And that was me playing Black Ops 2, competitive / multiplayer. So what I'm trying to get with this is other new games dropped, new COD, and I told my community, hey, I'm really getting burned out. I don't want to play Black Ops no more. Oh, keep playing. You're really good at it. I say, I know, but I want to try something else. I've been playing this for 3 or 4 years. I'm burned out. I prestige, I don't know how many times. Okay. Have nukes. I used to have a swamp counter. You know, remember the swarms? They used to come down and kill everybody and all that crazy. So I used to, in the game, I used to have like 3 or 4 or 5. Not in the game, but in the night, you know, and then nukes, you name it. Anyway, and the people like that. They want to see the numbers. Oh wow! Oh, get out of here! You got a nuke, and I'm like, yeah. But anyway, when I want to get to this, it was like, okay, guys, not for nothing. I will have a little talk chat, and I say, guys, I want to go. I want to try something else. If you guys love me, regardless of what I do, you guys gonna support me in any game I play. You guys are gonna be there. So with that being said, I did it because I was burned out of Black Ops 2. When? Everybody left.
I was about to say,
my 65 viewers to 70 left. Never seen them again.
That's, yeah. Nah.
That hurt. That's crazy.
That one hits me too, because I know that feeling. Because, again, I used to be just a Call of Duty streamer. Like when I first started, actually, no, when and I have a podcast that actually, it might already be out by the time this comes out. I'm not sure yet, where me and Rin are actually going to talk about my origin and how I've come to where I am now. And I started as a Minecraft streamer on console, and I got an affiliate within, because I mean, I've been streaming for about 5 years. I got affiliate within a month.
No.
And I went from streaming Minecraft to streaming Black Ops 3, I think. I think that's right when I started, and I built a pretty high average community out of that. And again, I got burnt out of it. Kind of the same type of thing. And I decided that, you know what, Call of Duty just isn't my content. I sit here and play Call of Duty, and again, when you're a new streamer, you don't really know how to do things. I keep quoting shit, but one of the quotes that I heard, another one recently, is that you have to do something over 100 times to become an expert in it.
Yes.
I wasn't even near 100 streams at this point. I might have had 20 under my belt. Like, I was nowhere near even close to considering myself a beginner. Like, I was below a beginner, and I just didn't feel like Call of Duty was a good way for me to entertain. So I switched gears and I started doing everything else. And yeah, I had a hard time retaining any viewership, because every other stream was different. It was always a different game. It was never the same thing. And
can I say something before I forget?
No, go ahead.
And I wanted to tell you this a long time. Rage, man, I think you're a good streamer, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you bring something different, in my eyes, and I'm not just saying this because we're in podcast and oh my God, gas you up. No, because you know that I'm raw, and I will let you know if you stink, you stink. If you're a shitty streamer,
I stink. I stink all day, man. I sweat in this chair 24/7.
I think, oh yeah, you do stink, but beside that, but I think you bring a different, and I think that regardless what kind of game you bring to the table for the viewers, I think you make that game very exciting. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
I think that I don't say much in your stream. I lurk, and then I leave, and I might come back and be like, oh, let me see what he's up to. I'm not much as a talker in people's stream. I do lurk a lot. I go and I lurk certain people, but some people I don't lurk. But I do lurk in yours. I go and I sit there, and I think you bring a different attitude, a different vibe, a different energy than most streamers.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really
do.
It's taken me a while to get to being as, and people are going to say it's weird that I use this term, but comfortable, because for a while I was so uptight. Streaming had to be a certain way. I had to do things a certain way. I had to, the game was, I was a focus, but I had to be a persona, because me as a person wasn't good enough. That's how I used to look at things. And that's why I say comfortable, because I'm comfortable showing who I actually am on camera. Like, I'm the same person. You can talk to me, and play games with me in person and chill with me in person. I'm the same fucking person.
Same here.
Behind a camera as I am in front of it. And it's hard for some people to believe that. I've had conversations with people where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm the same thing on camera. And one of my coworkers actually follows me, and he's like, man, he goes, you have so much energy on stream. And I'm like, the only reason why I don't have energy like that at work is because I don't want to scare the customers. I said, no, because really I would, like, I'm high energy. I'm always like that. I like to do things. And, and with my coworkers, when we're in the store alone, we're high energy. We bounce off of each other pretty well. But when there's customers, like, it's a lot of older folk, because I work in a cell phone store, and I don't want to scare the shit out of them.
No, you don't. You don't.
so I got to tone it back. So, yeah, exactly. But when I used to work at the pawn shop, I was the same energy at the pawn shop. Actually, no, that's probably right around when I was uptight. So I was like high energy in the pawn shop. I would get people's attention. People would come by, follow me, and then I never see them again, because they were like, you're not the same person as you are in person.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Why are you being so weird? It's like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, dude, when I come into the shop, you're so different. But
it's so funny. And it's so funny too, because I feel like I'm not uptight. I feel like I will go and talk. I get up and dance. I've done it before. I do some crazy stuff because that's who I am. A lot of people think that it's you
putting on character. A show. Yeah.
And I'm not. That's honestly me. This is what I do. 48 years old, but I feel like I'm 17 half of the time.
Yeah.
And my kids and my wife, and this is no lie, they will tell you the same thing, that, Niko, wow, Dad, can you please add your age? And I'm like, no, because age is just a number. I want to live. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm young. I do things the way I want to. It's just the way I am. I don't know. It's just weird.
Dude, this is so fucking weird in general.
It's funny.
Because again, today, I mean, I'm always working, and I edited a podcast today where a guy was saying, how did he put it? He put it somewhere along the lines of, or no, it wasn't him, it was his guest. She said that as children, we are playful. That's the type, we do silly things. Like, it's like, yeah, he goes, I go in the yard now in a shirt and boxers and dance around in my yard in the morning.
Right.
And for a while, he goes, I got judged on that. And she's like, yeah, because people are taught out of it. We're taught not to be like that when we're adults.
Yeah. And that's bullshit.
But yeah, exactly. No, for real, it's bullshit. Because if we can't have fun with the person that we actually are, and we have to hide that shit, it's going to crush you. It's absolutely, it's so bad for your health.
Yeah.
It is terrible 100%. For your health.
It is.
Yeah. And it's just weird that you brought that up, because it's exactly how I've been feeling. Like, I don't know if you really know. I mean, I've made announcements and stuff, but we have a second child on the way.
Yes, I was in your chat.
You were. There was so many people. There were so many people and so much going on.
There. Yep.
But like,
I was there.
Like, I look at my buddy, the guy that owns the business that I work for, and like, he's got 3 kids, and he's super playful, and he's a jokester, and I'm like, that's who I want to be as a dad.
Yep.
I said, I don't want to be like as much as I love my dad. My dad taught me to be the tough alpha male, and to hide your emotions and never cry in front of people. And the first and last time that I ever cried on stream was when I quit my job. That was about 6 months ago, and the community showed me support. I literally broke down fucking crying on stream. Best feeling in my entire life.
It makes you feel good. A lot of people don't realize that that we could sit here and put a front, but when people that really care about you and really respect you as a person, not as a content creator or a gamer, it hit you in a way you're like, wow.
It hit me where I needed to see it.
You got hope. You're like, wow, people do care. They got good people out there.
Yeah.
You know, and I know they do.
So Niko, I got a good question for you, because I know we've been talking about this it's going on 40 minutes, and it's a great conversation. I mean, we could I'm pretty sure me and you could talk about this for hours.
Yep.
What kind of, and I don't know if you have any, because this is something that like even I struggle with a little bit, but do you have any personal or like streaming goals for the next, for 2023? It can be, it can be anything.
For 2023 is, honestly, but first thing that I want to do is get the house. Of course, that's
of course, no, 100%.
That's my goal, number one. In Jesus' name, you know, with God's help, I'm gonna do that. My goal is I will change my stream around, and when I say changing my stream around, it's making. When I say raw content, don't think that it's a like, oh shit, like what you mean raw content? Like what you gonna do? You're gonna be nude, you're gonna show tits, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna get banned. No, it's just more of Niko, true Niko. I gave you the true Niko, but I think you guys want to see the true Niko.
When you said raw content, I'm not gonna lie, I literally was about to go,
coming soon, OnlyFans/RecklessNiko.
That's, I don't know why, but the second you said, I was like, yep, no. But no, like, I think
if the money is right, you know, why not?
Hey, you never know, right? No, but like, seriously,
I'll show some feet.
I think you've definitely made a few improvements, like in, not even really in the stream, because I mean, you have been doing you this whole time, but I feel like, again, you've unlocked a section of yourself for the stream that has definitely made it where you've, I don't know the words, but you know what, you've shifted slightly.
Right. And that's what I want. And that's what I want from people. And regardless how people think that I will take it personal, you know, like I say, I go, me try to be raw, me being a different Niko. And when I say a different Niko, it's not like, oh, wow, you were putting a character all this long. No, it's not that. When I say a different Niko, it's trying to open up more.
Trying to find more about who Niko is.
Niko is.
From Niko's perspective. Like, I understand that because I'm in the same way. It's like, I look at it and I go, okay, I'm here. Like, right now, like, last night, I had a huge blast with Hogwarts. Like, to the point that I'm like, I could have sat there and streamed it for another 10 hours and probably still kept the entertainment going. I could have done that. That made me realize a few things about myself that have, again, allowed me to shift, unlock more about who I feel comfortable being, so that now I can use that in future projects. And again, for people that are listening, like Niko saying that he wants to show his raw self, is he doesn't even know what that looks like yet.
No,
I don't even know what my next month looks like yet, because again, that motto of worse than yesterday, better than yesterday, worse than tomorrow. Because of that, we don't know what part. We might only unlock 0.1% of something that we want to learn or do, or we might unlock 50% of it. We don't know. We just know that tomorrow's going to be a better day than it was today.
Exactly.
And I completely.
And the only thing I have to say, just stay tuned.
You have to. You have
to
stay tuned.
Because
and I mean,
it's going to surprise you.
Yeah, 100%. And I think once Niko gets his toes wet with the new place, once he achieves that, I think we're in for a treat. I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no. I think if you can hone in on old Niko, so the one when it was 8-9 years ago, when like you said, you would get up and dance and shit, and you can combine it with modern Niko in a way that captivates people, which I know you can do. I know you can do it. And I say it like, I don't know what it is with me. I'm terrible at taking compliments, but I'm very good at projecting things for people. I've told Iceheart, my cousin, I told her whenever she started gaining following, I said, you're going to surpass me. And she went, no, you're not. I said, I said, you're going to surpass me and you're going to go way above my fucking head to the point that
Right.
my numbers are going to look like chump change next to yours. And it's happened.
Right.
I've seen her 50, 60 viewers. I've seen her like grow immensely. Same thing for Quad. I looked at Quad. I said, when we recorded his episode, I told him I give him 6 months. And then I went, you know what? Fuck that. I give you 3.5 months max.
Wow.
And you passed me. He went, you're going to blow up. I said, no, I fucking won't. I said, I'm not going to blow up because one, for me, I stream multiple different games. Quad streams Warzone. It's very easy to gain a following off of one specific game if you're the right person.
If you're the right person.
I say the same thing for you. Once everything settles down for you, once everything starts, getting to where it needs to for your stream, for everything that you need to do, I don't know if you'll blow up overnight, but I definitely know that things are going to be a lot fucking better for you.
Oh, yeah.
Content-wise, everything is just going to be so much better.
Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of plans and a lot of stuff that I study. Like I said, when I say I have a book, and last year, and what I do, a lot of people don't do this. I go back to my stream. I started going back to my stream. What am I doing wrong? Okay, this is boring. Don't do that again, Niko. That's bullshit. So you could always learn. Look, put it like this. To make it real simple, look at your vlog. Will you sit there and watch your own vlog?
You know what?
You won't.
I heard one thing from somebody recently. They said, I think it was Pastor Gaines. I watched some of his content on TikTok, and he said, if you want to know why people aren't watching your stream and tuning in, go to your VOD, click a random section, and sit there for a minute. Because that's roughly the attention span of catching someone's attention.
Yeah, a minute.
A random minute. A random minute. And if you do not want to watch more, learn from that. Because the second that you don't want to watch your own content, how do you expect other people to watch it?
Exactly. And I know that I'm in that category. I know that I am because I have studied. I got books. I know what I'm doing. It's just that, like I said, it goes back to stay tuned. Bro, Niko.
Niko putting in the work. Niko's putting in the work.
Closed doors, I am.
Listen, Niko's putting in more work than I am because I haven't read a book in like 6 years.
Well, thank God for pictures.
Yeah, I'm not much of a reader myself, but I know 100%. I think that things are definitely going to change for you, and I hope by the time this comes out, you're going to be in that spot so that when people tune into this and they hear "stay tuned" and they drop by and they already see that growth, they're going to stick around. I feel like they will. So, Niko, one of the things that, because we're coming to having about 10 minutes ish to the time, one of the only questions that I ask every episode for the streamer interview conversation things is, and I love this because I stole this from the company that I work for.
Oh, Jesus.
It's called the Rig Rundown. So basically what I want to know, and this is something cool because Quads was really, and I mean, because I've recorded Quads recently and released it, so that's why it's fresh in my memory. But everyone that I've recorded, they've all had a low end startup compared to what they have now. For me, I had a PS4 and a shitty 2 gig graphics card PC. That's what I started with. So what I want to know and what the people want to know is, what, if you can remember, I know it's been a long time, what kind of gear did you start with compared to what you have now? I know.
That's a good one.
It's a good one because what people don't realize, and I mean, when this releases, Formidables will be out, and Formidable's a partner streamer. He's been streaming for 2 years, and he started on a fucking Xbox with a MacBook.
I started. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. I went out there. I remember this summer, like it was like my wife was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I said, "Don't worry about it, honey. I got this." I went out there and bought myself in the yard sale. Okay, mishmash TV. It wasn't even monitors. Okay, for like $5-10 with no controllers. Okay, so I bought me 2 of those. All right. I went out there and people was like, wow, well, why you did this and you could afford it if you got this. I'm going to tell you how I got it, though. Okay? My laptop. It was an Alienware. Oh, my God. But wait a minute. Check this one out. I got my Alienware in a rent center that you pay what, $20 a week?
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. I got my Alienware, all right, and my 2 monitors that I bought. I bought TVs, so I consider myself having a 3 monitor, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
My Xbox 360, I bought it secondhand. I think it was secondhand. Yeah, secondhand. Yep, I did. Second, I remember. I bought it in GameStop, I believe. Was it GameStop? I believe it was GameStop. Xbox secondhand, and I bought a capture card secondhand. Literally, my total, beside the Alienware, all that stuff that I mentioned, the two TV, because it wasn't monitors. It was one was a 24-inch TV and one was the 32.
Yeah.
Okay. The desk that I had, it wasn't a desk. It was a dining table that I used to take in. I used to put myself in the floor, and then when I wanted to stream, I'll push the dining table to the wall, and I will put my monitors up there.
So you had a huge setup. You had to like set up everything every time you wanted to stream.
Every time.
Oh my God,
man.
dude.
Okay. And I bought a headset secondhand in a yard sale. And after a week, it broke. So I had a big old yellow tape inside of my big yellow. I think I wasted the whole duct tape, that yellow duct tape, in one side, just so I could hold that thing. And I would stream like that. People were like, "Wow, what the hell happened to you?" I'm like, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's all good, right? You can hear me, right?"
Yeah, exactly.
It was a scuff setup. I paid $20 a month. I remember like it was now. I remember that I didn't pay for 2 weeks. I was broken. They almost got my Alienware, and I was almost crying. Like, please, man, I don't want you to take it, man. We'll do something. What do you want me to do, you know?
I'll go on the corner, I swear.
You know? So finally, you know, I got caught up and paid it, and that was my setup. I mean, if I could go back to that setup, man, that setup is, I still got my headset though. I just want to point it out. If I ever make it big, I'm going to sign it and send it to anybody who wants it.
Hey, that's cool though. That's cool.
Yeah. But that was my setup, man. That was literally my setup.
So definitely a big change then to now.
It's
night and day.
Unreal right now.
Night and day.
Literally a night and day right now. I mean, now all the stuff that I got right now is, of course, you work hard. The little bit of donations that you get, just a tiny bit, and the little bit of stuff that I get, I upgraded with that money, upgrading to have what I have. And one of my good streamers, not one of my good streamers, one of my couple of 2 or 3 viewers that I get, my mic broke. I remember like it was now, and I was like, guys, I can't stream no more because my mic broke, so I gotta save money. So I'll be back and give me some time. Then that's me typing in the chat, and less than an hour later, I had $150, and I bought myself a mic because they all donated to me to buy myself a mic. And I bought it, and I got it. As we speak, I got it right now.
Yes, sir. That's the power of people that give a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%.
There's good people out there.
Oh, there's plenty of good people out there. We just need to find them.
Exactly. We need to find them and respect your little bit of quality of work and what you put into,
Right. I love that.
Maybe they'll see that. Maybe they'll see that through.
I love
through
that.
me, and they realize that I'm a good man.
I definitely, like I said near the beginning, I definitely do respect you and really appreciate you for being who you are. Because, again, like I said earlier, I did have that moment when I was streaming where I was all for the money. And I'll be real. There's not many people that I can tune into and look at and go, yeah, they're doing this because they love it.
Right.
Because I know they're making money. Right, and I know they're doing these big, when I look at streamers that I followed that were still like averaging 3 and now they're averaging 40 and they're doing these crazy subathons all the time and stuff. Like, I understand you're doing this for entertainment. At the same time, I also know you're doing this for money.
Right.
But I can honestly look at, and I'll say this kind of like towards other people, I can look at Niko and tell you guys that he's not fucking joking when he says he's doing this because he loves it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, for sure, man. And it definitely gave me a way to step back and like think about what the fuck I was doing, because again, like I said, I was into that, and I was, how do I make more money out of streaming? How do I make more? How do I set myself up so that more people find me by making me money and blah, blah, blah. And
right.
A lot of people don't know that because I hid it.
No.
A lot of people don't know that, but there was intention there that I didn't mean for it to be there. It was just, my head was clouded, and I was in a position of, I was doing well and I wanted to do more. But definitely, like, there's a few people that have definitely helped me get out of that, and watching Niko stream, and even though, at the end of the day, he looks at it and he goes, people don't watch me, people don't come by, like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? The next day, I see the notification Niko's live. And that alone, in my opinion, if you want a reason to fucking follow a guy that deserves it, I mean, fuck, I saw Niko sitting at one viewer for weeks, and I tune in as often as I could. And yeah, he sits there, he has a fun time, he fucking chats it up with whoever comes by, and he's definitely...
That's right. Like I said, I don't see numbers. I don't know. If you don't say hi to me, I will not know you there.
Exactly.
Oh, the numbers are there. I can't even see the name or the view count.
Yeah, I know people. I know people that have this. Like, I saw one person. Me and Snow dropped by their stream, and after a few minutes, it posts a message in the chat saying that you're there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Gone. I fucking leave.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm like, if I'm there to lurk, I'm there to lurk. I don't want them to know I'm there. I've had people like go,
yes,
hey Rage, how's it going? And I'm like, I haven't talked. How do you know I'm there?
Yeah, that was like, I want to lurk. I don't, and it's true.
I want to watch you raw. I want to watch you without me knowing that I'm there, so I can see the type of person you are.
Exactly. And even though that sometimes you don't want to chat, sometimes you just want to go there just because you had either a bad day. You just want to chill and sit back because you like that person's vibe anyway. So you want to sit back and you feel like you want to say hi to that person. You say hi. If not, you stay there and lurk, and that's fine with me. That doesn't bother me. I wish I could talk to you, but if you don't, that's fine. That's fine too.
Yeah.
But
so Niko, I got a question that everyone's gonna ask.
Let's do it.
If people like this conversation, want to find you, want to talk to you in real time, where do they go to find you?
Oh, they could find me on the Discord if they decide to. RecklessNiko.
And if not, and you want to see him live, you drop by twitch.tv.
You could stop. You could stop by on Twitch TV/RecklessNiko. I'll be there.
And again, the links will be in the show notes. The links are always in the show notes. So if you guys can't spell it out because you're like me and you're bad at English, check the show notes out. It'll be there.
That's nothing. Look, try. You got perfect English. Try to be me, man.
What's your? I'll end it with this. Is English your primary language, or what's your primary language?
My primary language is Spanish.
Spanish. You know what? I had a feeling, but I couldn't put my nose on it. I'm terrible at knowing that shit. But Niko, I really appreciate you taking time to. It took us a while to get this one day to do this, but it was much needed. And I mean, we've done talks like this before, but this was really fun. I really had fun with this one.
Yes, it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for having me. We could do this anytime, anywhere.
You never know. You never know. I might be doing more of these because I'm definitely gonna need people to talk to.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, guys.